This is Brandon Lee with BetFirms.com here with your 2012 New York Giants football predictions. The New York Giants came out of nowhere in 2011 to win their second Super Bowl in 5 years. Despite just a 9-7 record during the regular season, the Giants won the NFC East. They would blow out Atlanta at home before going on the road to knock off the defending champion Green Bay Packers. New York would then win an overtime thriller at San Francisco in the NFC Championship. In the Super Bowl, the Giants once again knocked off the New England Patriots behind more late heroics from Eli Manning. Despite their two recent titles, the Giants continue to get overlooked. They aren't even one of the favorites to win another Super Bowl this year, but that's just how they like it. Here is a preview of their offense and defense, as well as my prediction on where New York finishes in the NFC East. The offense managed a solid 24.6 points and 385 total yards per game last season. This unit completed several fourth-quarter comebacks throughout the year, which was really their key to a championship. There's no reason to believe that the offense won't pick up right where it left off a year ago. Manning should now be considered among the league's elite quarterbacks after what he did last season. He completed 61% of his passes for 4,933 yards with 29 touchdowns and 16 interceptions. The Giants clearly go as Manning goes. In their 7 losses, he had an 11-12 touchdown to interception ratio. In their 13 wins, he posted a 27-5 ratio. Ahmad Bradshaw has struggled to stay healthy over the last few years. He played in just 12 games last season, rushing for 659 yards on 3.9 yards per carry with 11 total touchdowns. If he can stay healthy, it's clear that he can be one of the top backs in the league. With the departure of Brandon Jacobs to San Francisco, New York will no longer have its famous 1-2 punch. However, it drafted rookie David Wilson in the first round, and he should be a good one for years to come. The receiving corps features two of the best in the business. Both Hakeem Nicks and Victor Cruz are coming off monster years in 2011. With the departure of Mario Manningham to the San Francisco 49ers, the Giants needed a number 3 receiver. That's why they took rookie Reuben Randall in the second round. They also signed tight end Martellus Bennett from the Dallas Cowboys. He figures to start right away, considering Jake Ballard and Travis Beckham each suffered torn ACLs. Ballard has been nabbed by the New England Patriots, while Beckham will likely miss most of the season. The offensive line paved the way for just 89 rushing yards per game and 3.5 yards per carry, ranking last in the league in both categories. However, this unit kept Manning upright, only allowing 28 sacks just a year after yielding the league-low 16 sacks in 2010. 4 starters return up front in left tackle Will Beatty, left guard David Deal, center David Boss, and right guard Chris Snee. They lose right tackle Kareem McKenzie to free agency, so second-year pro James Brewer and rookie Brandon Mosley will battle it out for starting duties. The defense didn't play very well until the final few weeks of the season and throughout the playoffs. It surrendered 25 points and 376 total yards per game, ranking a woeful 27th in the NFL in total defense. However, the stop unit did get after opposing quarterbacks, ranking 3rd in the league in sacks. The Giants feature one of the most dominant front fours in the game, which has been the key to their success over the last 5 years. Defensive end Justin Tuck, nose tackle Linval Joseph, defensive end Jason Pierre-Paul, defensive tackle Chris Canny, and defensive end Osi Umenyiora all return. New York has added 12-year veteran Shaun Rogers from New Orleans to bolster its depth inside. Also, 2010 second-rounder Marvin Austin should see some action after spending last year on the IR with a torn pectoral muscle. The linebacker corps returned strong side linebacker / defensive end Matthias Kiwanuka and middle linebacker Michael Boley. The Giants have signed weak side linebacker Keith Rivers, who missed all of last season with a wrist injury in Cincinnati. He will battle with Jaquan Williams, who played pretty well as a rookie last year. Clint Sinham missed last season with a torn patella tendon, and his return will provide some much-needed depth. The biggest blow to the defense in 2011 was a season-ending injury to corner Terrell Thomas. His return allowed the Giants to part ways with corner Aaron Ross. Thomas will start opposite Corey Webster, giving New York one of the best tandems in the league. Strong safety Kenny Phillips and free safety Antrell Roll both return. Now, for my NFC East prediction, I have New York picked to finish third in the division with a 10-6 overall record. It's certainly hard not to pick the Giants to win the NFC East once again, considering they have almost all of their key pieces back from last season. However, New York's reward for winning the Super Bowl is the toughest schedule in the league in 2012. It must play at San Francisco and versus Green Bay, which were the two winners of their respective divisions. Both the 49ers and Packers will be hungry for revenge and will likely get it. If the Giants are going to make the playoffs, they will be doing so from the wild card position.